Okay, this is not what we had intended to do, but Zach was paged to bring his mother food. So we are going to go, and right now I'm carrying the microphone and my laptop outside. Zach, I cannot shut the door.
My fault. Yo, it's gonna be like a cursed vlog.
That's exactly what it is. It's just the most cursed log ever.
Yeah, we're gonna be talking about like the importance of history, followed by yeah, can I get a number 3, no pickles, large fries, extra mayo? Please?
Exactly.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yo, I could blast death metal.
No, we're not blasting death metal.
Slipknot?
No.
Why not?
Because we don't want to get copyright struck.
What if I just pause it every 5 seconds?
That's
Wait,
even worse.
Can you wait out here for a second?
Yeah, I can. Ooh. So now I'm waiting outside of the dance studio while he is, I assume, getting his mom's order. Ooh, pretty nice night out. A little bit cool, but not terrible. And we are back.
Money acquired.
Money acquired.
Look
Okay.
at the stars.
So, importance of history.
Yes. Turn right.
Turn right.
Turn right. Turn right.
Okay.
Turn right. Turn right.
Turning right.
Don't trip.
Not tripping.
No, it's funny though.
We have six. Oh no, that would not be funny. I do not want to break my laptop.
I'm sorry, but I would have to laugh at you.
Yeah, I know you would, and I wouldn't begrudge it to you too badly, but no, it would not be good.
That's why I turned on my light, so
Yeah.
you can see where you're walking.
I appreciate it.
Because then it is completely not my fault if you fall and break your laptop.
Whoops.
Yeah, also watch out for that cord.
Yeah.
That cord's not going to be nice to you.
Yeah, it'll be okay.
Hold on, let us get in the truck.
Yes.
There you go, darling.
Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, you probably ought to move my stuff.
I can move nothing. I'm holding a microphone in one hand and a book in another.
Okay.
Very high-tech, very expensive book.
I do not want to throw my skateboard on my guitar.
That is probably a good idea. I'm not a guitarist, but I would assume that the guitars and skateboards don't mix terribly well.
Joke's on you, be a Chad, play guitar, and ride a skateboard.
You know what? This is live on regarding everything.
Uh-huh.
If anybody wants to start a Kickstarter to train for Zach to train to ride guitar and play skateboard at the same time,
Yo, wait, hold on.
you should totally do that.
Yo, Poets at War crossover, be your own bard?
Yes.
Be your own
Exactly.
bard on a skateboard.
Yes. Be your own bard on a skateboard. Okay, let's see if we can get situated. And we're back. Let's see. How bad is the background noise of this truck going to be?
Just
Beep. Okay, it's not actually too bad.
That's just like when you put onto the Joe Rogan podcast. Just
Beep. Yeah. Don't plug your grandma into the Joe Rogan podcast. That's not a good idea. That's not going to end well for anybody involved.
okay.
Okay, so yeah, importance of history. So
I think it's pertinent to talk about, like, well, I would prefer to talk about where my expertise is, too, you know.
and that would be where?
Warfare.
Warfare specifically?
Yeah. But
Okay.
I think in today's society, that's pretty pertinent.
Yeah, that is fairly pertinent.
Because everybody's, like, pointing things at each other, like, "Rah!"
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you didn't help Israel? Okay. Have the middle finger of pointing a nuke at you.
Yeah, exactly.
Or, oh, you want to help Hamas? Okay, we'll just, carpet bomb you.
Yeah. But
I could have gone.
yeah. Correction.
I should have gone.
Why?
Why are they going so slow?
Oh, our poor podcast listeners' ears. We're very sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Importance of history.
So you're gonna come at it from a warfare angle.
Yes.
I'm gonna come at it from a slightly different angle.
All right.
Specifically, the angle of
Why is there so much traffic?
I don't know. Specifically, the angle of knowing where you are in the story.
Okay.
Because
How very Alex of you.
thank you. Specifically, because whenever you were talking about your friend who said that she didn't like history, even though she
Coworker, not friend.
Who said that she didn't like history, even though she knew that if you don't know your history, you're doomed to repeat it.
Right.
That extends to a lot of different things, because everything has its own history. We get a semblance of this because you have the split subjects of world history and U.S. history.
Right. And then it splits from there to state history.
Exactly. But you also have church history.
Yep.
Which nobody touches. Nobody touches with a 10-foot pole. And nobody and the people who do touch it, speak of the devil, we're driving right past the people who do touch church history. They're the Catholics.
Sorry.
The Catholics actually go through church history because it's very important to them.
They do.
Because they talk about the saints and they teach their kids about the saints.
Yep.
The modern evangelicals don't touch it because they don't know it, number one, for different reasons. But if you have the Presbyterians and the Baptists and Methodists,
Right.
The Methodists, because they're very forward focused, they're very focused on, living methodically for Christ, less focus on looking back. The Presbyterians, because honestly, the Presbyterians are without excuse. There's a good quote that says, to be historically rooted in your Christianity is to be Presbyterian. And then the Baptists don't look back at it because, for all intents and purposes, they didn't exist for the first 1,500 years of Christianity. They'll argue I don't remember what their term for it is, but there's no historical precedent for Baptist theology. It was kind of a novum.
Okay.
Biblically rooted novum,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it was a novum in history. So you've got all of these reasons for people not looking towards church history, and that's just as big a deal as not looking towards world history or U.S. history. Because that's in a significantly deeper sense, that is our history. Because theoretically, at least, before we are American, before we are Oklahoman, before we are, citizens of the world, I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
Oh.
We are Christians.
Okay, probably shouldn't hit the car. Yes, we are.
And we should know the history of our faith.
Yep.
So that's the angle that I kind of want to look at this from, is knowing where you are in all of the different stories in which you take part.
Okay. I agree. I 100% agree. I'm just driving.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're going to have a, sir, this is a Wendy's IRL moment. We are actually at Wendy's.
We are getting the cursed square patties.
That Baconator, though.
I had Wendy's once, and
Did you have the Baconator, though?
I did not.
That's exactly your problem. You did not have the Baconator.
Okay, I had their breakfast. I had that one, their breakfast sausage one.
That is exactly your problem.
Their sausage is terrible. I don't know what being cut into the shape of a square does to sausage, but it turns it into something I'm pretty sure that's demonic.
Yeah.
Sausage is not supposed to be that shape.
No. Are you a sausage expert, bro?
I am a sausage expert enough to know that sausage ain't supposed to be square. It's supposed to be a tube.
Okay. Just asking. Just to make sure that we had that on audio.
We do actually have to get into a discussion so that we can pull up to the drive-thru and have them say, "What? What?
Man, what you want?
Just put them on speaker."
Hello?
Hey.
By the way, you are being recorded.
Oh, good.
What's up?
Unmake me recorded.
Okay.
Dang it. Liam didn't want to be recorded.
They'll have my end of the conversation. But I can just guy conversation it with
I can stop recording if I have to.
No. Oh. Nice. Yeah, do it. You won't. No testicles. No testicles. You won't. I think you know. Jump! It's for posterity's sake.
So please, be precise.
Okay.
I desperately want to know what's going on here.
All right. Well, I gotta let you go because we're recording a podcast and in the drive-thru of Wendy's. Yes, it is oddly specific. All right. Bye.
What did Liam want?
Bro got his favorite person at work for Secret Santa.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, and that's why I think America shouldn't have nuked Japan.
It feels like 1 second something coming up. You're right with you.
Yeah. But as far as it goes, it's the intersection of all of the histories that you are a part of that I think is actually
100%.
super incredibly important.
Yeah.
It's not just history, capital H. It is your history. I mean, even down to your family's history and up to world history and everything in between, including church history.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like, I hear a lot of people that are like, well, I just don't want to get drafted, which obviously I get.
Yeah, of course.
Nobody wants to be drafted, right? It's like, okay, so if you don't want to be drafted, then you have to think about, well, I mean, what's the most pressing thought on most people's minds? Like, another world war? Okay, so how do you prevent that? Okay, look into what happened.
Yeah.
How World War I and World War II started.
Yeah.
What can you do to prevent that? If you can't do anything, then it's just out of your control.
Yeah.
But you do have some control over it. You can, in America, we have the freedom to choose what leaders we want.
When you sorry about that way.
Oh, you're good. Can I get a Baconator combo with a large fries and a large Powerade? And then I need a Dave single combo with extra pickles and no onions. Medium combo unsweet tea.
And you said a medium cup of sweet tea?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, anything else for you today?
No, sir, that'll be all.
I'll have your soda for you at the second window.
All right. And that's why I think America shouldn't have nuked Japan. Oh, I love that. He said it. He did say it the second window, right?
Yes, I believe
Let
so.
me make sure I have enough money in my bank account for this.
I was gonna say we can roll back and see what he said. It's recorded. Oh.
So it comes out to be $25.39.
All right. There's 10 in cash,
Alrighty.
and the rest will be on my card.
Alrighty, sounds good. Thank you.
There
sir.
you are. I swear if this man breaks my card. Because it's already splitting. But yeah, I think people just need to look into like how their fears or whatever started. Because I was raised with, if you're afraid of something, research it.
Yeah.
That's why I know so much about like tornadoes or whatever. Because when I was 11 or 12, like that 10 to 13 window, I was deathly afraid of them, bro.
Yeah.
And my mother was like, so do research. So I did. At work, I'm the designated weather person. Because I did so much research. I can even read radar.
Here's that
Yeah.
card for you, man.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It didn't break.
Yes, this is good. That is a good start to my evening.
What, recording a podcast in your car isn't?
Well, not having my ability.
Here's that medium sweet tea.
Thank
A
you.
large Powerade. And then I didn't want to let you know, it went ahead and took $10 off your order. I messed up, but it just went ahead and took $10 off.
Oh, okay.
Awesome.
Yeah. I got a discount because I'm recording a podcast. Obviously. I'm obviously an influencer. Influencer discount.
Nobody would ever mistake you for an influencer, Zach.
Shut up.
It is going to be a couple minute wait on that food, so if I can just have you pull up to that parking spot right there, we'll have that ride out for you, man.
Alrighty. My truck is making weird sounds.
You should hit it with something. Another
It's like
car.
it's idling rough. You feel that?
Yeah, I do.
That's fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. The squeaky window roll up too.
Yeah, you were saying though.
What was I saying?
History.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously.
If you're afraid of something, research it.
Yeah, afraid of something, research it.
Yeah, like, and this will probably go into a little rabbit trail, but I promise it relates.
It'll be fine. ENTP rabbit trail.
Yeah, this is the way. But if you're afraid of something, look into it. Like, how does it work? How does it start? Why is it the way that it is? Where does this happen? Does this happen often?
Mm-hmm.
What causes it? Because, like, why does it happen and what causes it are two different questions, in my opinion.
Okay, you're getting into Aristotelian metaphysics.
Speak English. All right, thank you. Hey, can we get some straws? No, sir, we do not. Thank you.
Aristotelian metaphysics. Aristotle believed that there were 4 causes. I left my phone and my iPad, so I have no way to research it. So let's see if I can remember what they were. 4 causes to everything. Okay? The final cause is the end to which the thing was made.
Oh, yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about now.
So, like, why was the truck? What caused the truck to be made? Well, people needed people needed to drive. People needed to get from one place to another. So that's the final cause. What caused it to be made? Well, somebody designed it. That's the formal cause, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
The designer is the formal cause.
Okay.
Then you have the efficient cause, which is the actual, like, creation, the forming of the truck itself. And then you have the material cause, which is there was metal and we had to have something to do with it. Okay? As I understand it, I'm not an Aristotelian scholar, people, but as I understand it, those are the 4 causes. So does that make the distinction?
Yeah.
Is that the distinction you were trying to make? There's
No.
a difference between...
No, there's 2 different questions. Okay, so how does it happen and why does it happen?
Mm-hmm.
So you could say that's kind of the same question, but it's not. Like, okay, there's someone coming up. I can't use this analogy. 1 second.
That's 2 straws.
Thank you, sir.
You got one today?
You too. But if I shoot somebody, how did I do it? I shot them with a gun. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe I shot them with a crossbow. Maybe I shot them with a bow and arrow.
Uh-huh.
Maybe I shot them with a dart gun.
Uh-huh.
Maybe I shot them with a Nerf gun.
Mm-hmm.
How did I shoot them?
Yeah.
Or no, that was the how. Why did I shoot them? Totally different thing.
Mm-hmm.
You can apply that to most things.
Yeah. Well, the why would be the formal cause. Or no, the why would be the final cause, not the formal cause. The final
Okay.
cause.
Okay. Whatever. You're smart. We get it.
What caused this person to be shot? Well, I
Your
pulled
mom.
the trigger. Well, the bullet hit them. Well, there was this gun, you see, and he smarted off to me. Those are the 4 causes.
I don't like how my truck is idling rough.
Is it going to explode?
I don't know, but that'd make a really funny podcast.
Make a funny podcast.
Just everything. Zach's truck exploded while we recorded. That's the title. That's the title right there.
That's what it is anyway.
Okay.
People will log on
Just to be like, what the freak?
Zach's truck exploded, and then it actually didn't, and it's just us talking about history and Aristotelian metaphysics.
I don't think they expect anything less.
Yeah, I don't think... Well, they might expect something less or more from Zach's truck exploded while we were recording.
Hey, we never specified what it exploded with. It exploded with important conversation.
Exploded with knowledge.
Yes. And a desire for Wendy's.
And a desire for Wendy's, yeah.
I cannot believe when we pulled up to the window, I said, and that's why I think America shouldn't have nuked Japan.
In all fairness, that's like the most milquetoast take of all time, though.
That's true. That's true. Like, it was just the first thing that came to my brain.
Yeah.
I mean, I could have said something more controversial, but...
Totally could have.
Regarding the L alphabet soup people.
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
but I
yes.
don't feel like getting,
Yeah.
crucified. Oh, no, I'd love to be canceled.
Crucifixion, not up your...
Yeah,
not
crucifixion is not, it's not on my top 10 things to do. Jumping out of an airplane is.
That tracks.
With or without a parachute, I'll let you figure out. But, yeah, you should just... Yeah, the Catholics are, they were doing something. Like, bro was like...
Advent.
Bent over something, like...
Advent. It's an Advent service.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'd actually love to go to that.
No. I have Wendy's. I have a burger. Do not get in the way of an ENTP and his burger.
We should go next Monday.
No.
Just primitive Baptist, Reformed Presbyterian, walk into a Catholic church.
And all hell breaks loose.
It'd be very interesting to see, at least. And it's not a mass, so you're not dealing with the idolatry
That's
of
true.
communion.
That's true.
Or of the Eucharist.
That's true.
So, yeah.
Anyways, what? Okay.
Hey, this gets into church history.
It does. It does. I don't even remember what I was saying. So you go on. I'm also driving and recording a freaking podcast. That was not what I thought I was going to be
This
doing
is
tonight.
the way!
Okay, this is like the peak of my nerd in
yeah.
high school. This is the peak of my nerd in high school. I had the peak of my coolness in high school. This is the peak of my nerd.
Yes, that is correct.
Unless I can get a specific equation figured out.
And figure out how to create a breeder reactor.
Oh, no, not how to create one. They've already been created. It's the coolant, my guy.
Oh, cool breeder reactor.
Which I did after days, and I mean days, of searching and almost crying like a girl. I finally found the melting point
Okay.
of... Okay, well, that's kind of racist. I can't say that. Of the coolant, shall we say.
What is it, nickel gallium?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Or nickel galliumide?
I just say nickel gallium,
Okay.
because it's easier.
You're gonna... What are you doing?
Listen to the screams of my truck as it cries out for its lights to be turned off because I turned it on.
I think we're just beyond apologizing at this point. If you're still listening to this, it's your own fault.
Yeah, okay. Hey, do me a favor, bro.
Yes.
Carry the sweet tea.
Share the sweet tea?
No, carry it.
Carry it. What the flip? One sec.
Oh, ow. Oh. Oh. Oh, my legs.
This is weird. For some reason, the volume is trying to continue to raise.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, I have no clue why. Did it not close?
No, I closed.
Okay.
I just like ramming my butt into things sometimes. Take that however you want. I leave that open to interpretation because I didn't think about it till it came out of my mouth.
Yeah.
That's not the first time. It's happened today, too.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
not.
think the others need to be repeated.
Probably not.
They were funny,
They were.
but I don't think they should be repeated.
Yeah. I think that that's a good idea.
And if you are listening, Abby, yes, that was me that honked at you. We're just not going to tell her. We're just going to make her listen to this instead.
Yes.
Listen to
25 minutes so far.
Yeah, of this episode.
Yep.
Oh, gosh. I'm spilling Powerade all over myself.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's all over my pants.
One sec. Let's see here.
It is all over me.
There you are.
If I'm not aided with power, I'm going to be very unhappy.
And we're now in the amazing acoustics of the studio.
Oh, wow. It really did get all over me. It is.
You've
You're
been
welcome.
Powerated. Why are you still trying to go?
I'm not
What are you
entirely.
doing?
I think. So, Mom, he said that he accidentally hit the wrong button, so we got a $10 discount. The dude who registered. Wendy's. And because we're recording a podcast, the first thing that came out of my mouth, it just entered my brain. Like, this is yours. Right? Yes. Right when I walked up. Or, I didn't walk up. I walked through a drive-thru before.
Yeah, I've done that too.
But when I pulled up to the drive-thru, I couldn't help myself, and I said, and that's why I think America shouldn't have nuked Japan in World War II. I didn't know what you wanted. So. That's supposed to be unsweet tea. We'll see. Oh. Do you not even want it?
Sure.
Alright. Back to our...
Yes, back to the recording, not studio, the living room, effectively.
Heck yeah, brother.
Trying not to hit the mic on the door while I'm opening it is challenging.
Yeah, I got a fry in my mouth like a cigar. Oh, yeah.
I got a Zippo. You want to light?
Actually, yes.
I think it's out of fluid, unfortunately.
Is it really a hangout if you don't smoke something?
Yeah,
think about it.
It is.
Bro, I'd be smoking potato 24/7, 365.
How are you gonna draw from a potato, though?
Well, you see, there's this thing called being a sped.
A sped.
A sped.
A sped. This sounds Russian.
No, sped. You know, like, sped. Like, oh. That is a push door, not a pull door. Like, it definitely means special edition.
Oh, okay.
Do you not know what SPED actually means?
No.
Special education. Like,
Oh.
special needs.
No. I've never heard that term before.
Huh. Well, it's generally kind of considered a derogatory term.
Okay.
But, you know, me. Yo! Do I still got caffeine in that thing?
I would just like to point out something. 1 point for the Mac.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't lost a single percent of power. Okay, let's see here. Can we actively switch mics in the middle of...
No, just stick it in the middle. It'll be fine. Wow. Look at my hands.
Look at your hands.
Mm-hmm. Look at my hand.
It's shaking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's probably a good sign.
No. By the power of Brainberry.
By the power of caffeine, you say.
Wait, is this recording now? Mm-hmm. Oh, sweet. Yeah, caffeine.
Ooh,
300 milligrams of caffeine.
that is surprisingly balanced sweet tea.
If you don't mind my slurpers tasting it.
Totally. Go. That's shockingly good sweet tea.
I don't think I've actually ever had Wendy's sweet tea before.
That's good stuff right there.
I would say that's like Chick-fil-A sweet tea.
Yeah.
Wow.
Huh, that's shocking. I'm pleasantly shocked.
Now is our Powerade worth it?
Probably not. Powerade is never worth it.
Don't test me. I will give you the backhand of shut up and screw you, you idiot.
Gatorade is better. Powerade is a cheap ripoff.
It's cheaper. Exactly.
It's a cheap ripoff.
You're an Apple user. You're rich.
No, I'm not.
I'm an Android user. I drink Powerade.
No, I'm not rich. I simply spend money on good things.
Speaking of okay, I guess we're going to switch the topic around a little bit. Mm-hmm. But, so I went to the airsoft field Saturday. Mm-hmm. Told my cousin. I said, because he was playing medic most of the day. I said, you play airsoft to heal people. I play airsoft to shoot people. You and I are not the same.
We are not the same. We're just going to hope that works.
Oh. Dude, I love green bars so much.
Of green bars? Mm-hmm. Well, good news. Alex and I are planning on opening a bar at some point in time, and he's going to be the one that owns it. So it'll be a green bar.
Do me this.
What?
Let me help you build it.
Absolutely. In.
I will help you build it.
Yes.
Because it has if you're going to build a bar, and since I'm friends with you, I'm going to use as much of my influence on you as I can.
Okay.
I'm going to be straight up and honest with you. Build it like a D&D tavern.
Absolutely.
Please. Yes.
We're already planning on doing that. You don't have to tell me that.
Sleeping rooms?
Yes, in above, yes, and then basement below for the tavern owner and his family to sleep in.
I know it's overused, but because the name is actually green,
Yeah.
you could say the Green Dragon.
Yeah, Green Dragon is overused. We might do something like the Green Poodle. Because it would make people do that. Or even...
Either that or they think it's a weed shop.
Either that or the Green Leviathan or something.
That's a good one.
I like that one. But for that one, it would have to be on the edge of a lake. Lakeside property is super expensive, though.
In eastern Oklahoma?
Yes.
With the trees?
Yes.
By a lake? You can build a D&D, park.
Yes, a town.
It all comes back to city building.
It all comes back to city building, man. Yes.
We can build our own city. Mm-hmm. And then we can market it.
Yes.
We
That's
can
it.
commercialize it.
Come on, we got to do it. However, I have to say, thinking about it, we should not do it in Oklahoma. As much as that pains me to say, I love Oklahoma. It's God's country. I will always be an Oklahoman. You should do it in Southwest Missouri.
Why not northern Arkansas?
Northern Arkansas and Southwest Missouri are very close together.
I know. I was just being a pain in the butt.
Specifically Southwest Missouri because I know of a marble quarry. And being able to quarry marble for your tavern and or other buildings
Yeah.
would be kind of awesome.
Don't forget, you got to import that volcano, too.
Yes, we do have to import the volcano. Yes. We
Not
have
just the ash.
Yeah.
The whole freaking volcano.
We import the entire bloody volcano just, to stay on the safe side in case we ever run out of ash.
I got it. We buy some thermonuclear weapons.
Yes.
We buy an absurd amount of helicopters.
Okay. We could just go to Afghanistan. The U.S. government will give them to us.
You got to have the right dress, though.
But
That's fine. I can hook you up with that. Yeah, cosplay.
Yeah.
Like $10 or $15 for a head wrap, and you're
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Get really good at shouting Allahu Akbar.
The things I want to say that I can't, because I actually don't feel like getting swatted. For legal reasons, once again, a joke.
Yeah.
But then you hire a bunch of minors.
Am I in ERS or ORS? We're talking about Afghanistan here, man.
No. I'm not. We were talking about Afghanistan, but I'm just going to leave it ambiguous. We hire a bunch of miners. Take it however you want. We make them dig tunnels underneath Yellowstone. We plant the thermonuclear weapons. And then we dislodge the Yellowstone volcano from Yellowstone. And then we take all those helicopters and we move it.
We just moved the Yellowstone supervolcano
Yes, exactly.
to Southwest Missouri.
Yes.
I'm down for the plan, man. You finance. I'll coordinate.
Tempt me not. I will crunch the numbers.
Do it.
All right. Next week on Everything, we'll likely have a good estimate on how much it will take to haul the entirety of Yellowstone National Park to West Missouri.
No, we should actually move it to Southeast Kansas so that it's right next to Southwest Missouri.
Then it gives people a reason to visit Kansas.
Exactly, it does. Beyond family.
Honestly, Kansas is kind of a nice place. There's like absolutely nothing.
There's miles and miles of absolutely nothing.
It's great. People are like, I don't get, why do you like Kansas? I'm like, because there's absolutely nothing.
Uh-huh.
Like, you know the comedy special about the guys having a nothing box?
No? I don't believe so.
Well, like as guys, we have like boxes in our brain that we put something in, right?
Except for ENTPs, where it's spaghetti.
Yeah, we just throw things in random boxes because we have so much stuff. But
And there's tunnels between the boxes.
Oh yes, there are. We have like a woman's brain until
We combine the best and worst of both aspects.
Yes, we do. But every guy has the nothing box where he just like has to go there to do like absolutely nothing. To just like sit there. Some guys it's like napping. Mm-hmm. Some guys just want to sit and be alone. Mm-hmm. It's completely normal. It's just what we do. I'm not gonna lie, I space out while I drive a lot, which is not good at all.
You ever be thinking, it's weird. One day, none of the Beatles had mustaches. Then the next day, all of them had mustaches. I can't think of another time the group has done that. And then after about 5 minutes of thinking on that topic, you're like, oh my word, I'm driving.
Yeah, facts. That is facts, though. It's like, oh my gosh. Yeah.
I could have changed so many lives. Full disclosure, that's me quoting John Mulaney. It's a great special.
But yeah. Shoot, what was I saying?
Nothing box.
Nothing box, yeah. Like we all have to go to our nothing box, bro. We've all got it. Mm-hmm. And like your brain just does nothing. And we can go to the nothing box anytime we want. Like we could just sit here in our brain. Me personally, I can just sit here and my brain can go blank.
I can't do that.
Really?
I don't have the ability to do that.
I do it, dude. I do that when I go to debate tournaments. I do that in between debate rounds.
Nope.
The reason for
I
that,
can't
unless
stop
I
myself from thinking. This is why I hate being alone.
Okay, so this is gonna kind of be an interesting concept. Have you read the Aragon books?
No.
Okay, so in the Aragon books, when they have what's called a magician's battle, they're like they reach out with each other's minds and they try to like grab a thought or a memory, and they use that to control the person.
Okay.
Because they like invade the mind. So a lot of times they'll have like a specific word or phrase that they'll say over and over and over to clear their mind of anything else.
Okay.
But just that one word or that one phrase.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Okay.
Like I can stare at that and I can be like, wall, 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 wall. And it sounds stupid.
Yeah.
But like that is like the only thing I'm focusing on.
yeah,
like
yeah,
I can feel
you're-
like my brain fighting to think, but if I don't do that,
It's
in between-
effectively a form of meditation.
almost. But yeah, I have to do that in between debate rounds because debate rounds are an hour and a half long. I'm going to let you talk for a little bit because I have to show you
Okay.
or read what my debate schedule is for my first tournament. It is. I'm going to hate life so much and wonder why the heck I signed up to do debate. Why I
Okay.
even agreed to go to this tournament.
Okay, so as far as being able to think about nothing, I just can't do that. That's not something that my brain is capable of doing because I'm always running some form of process in the background of my head.
Right.
I've had points in time where I was like talking with mom about what we were having for dinner or something, and click, I solved a metaphysical problem I've been thinking about for 6 months.
Right.
I didn't even know I was thinking about that.
Yeah,
but
no, I get
just
it.
in the background of my head was running a process that was trying to figure out exactly how this works with this, or this concept meshes with this concept, how this high point of Reformed theology works with this basic biblical truth, and then click, oh, that's how it is.
Yeah, no, I fully get that.
Yeah.
Because I do the same thing normally. I just figured out how to shut it off.
Yeah, I can't. And I don't want to.
It can be quite nice. Like at times, so in like official debate rounds, they are honestly stressful. Like, it is some of the most stressful things, one of the most stressful things I do on a consistent basis. Maybe if I move closer.
Yeah, maybe.
That might help. But it's one of the most stressful things I do. So imagine like the most stimulating, stressful, mind intense thing you can think of. You have to do that for an hour and a half straight while taking semi-detailed notes and keeping track of points and having to formulate how your responses tie into the problems you're trying to solve.
Yeah.
Like not even small problems, like big problems
Yeah.
you're trying to solve in
All of
5
this live.
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you have 5 minutes to solve it, maybe 2.5 with cross-examination.
Yeah.
So it is like mentally intense, and if you can't do that and your brain just keeps going,
Yeah.
it's gonna suck. Okay, I found
I'm sure.
my schedule. So I'm doing parliamentary debate.
Okay.
I'm doing policy debate and probably an impromptu speech category. So that's 3 different events. Impromptu is what's called pattern A. The debate starts the tournament starts on a Thursday and goes through a Saturday. Thursday, 7:30 a.m. is parley check-in. That's when you have to be there to check in by. So you need to show up earlier. Parley round 1 is 9 a.m. and those last 45 minutes to an hour.
Okay.
And then 10:15 is parley round 2. And then you have a break for a little bit. And then speech pattern A, so impromptu, is at 12:15. And then you get a lunch break after that, thankfully. So it doesn't sound too bad yet. Just wait till I get to Friday. Parley is round 3. Parley round 3 is at 2 p.m. 3:15 is policy or team policy TP check-in. 3:15. 6 p.m. is TP round 1. So I get to have made an impromptu speech and 3 parley debate rounds before I go into my first policy debate round. Parley is on-the-spot debate.
Okay.
Like you have 20 minutes of prep
Okay.
to formulate an entire case for
Fantastic.
a 45-minute to hour-long debate. It's actually quite fun, quite difficult, but quite fun. And then you get dinner. And
Policy round 2 is at 8:15 p.m. I am usually gone by like 7 p.m. normally. I have a debate at 8:15 p.m. immediately followed by Parley round 4 at 9:30 p.m. Meaning I probably won't get out of there until 11 p.m. at night. Probably won't get to bed till 12:30. Realistically, that's if I'm a good boy and don't stay up late, which I always do, because I usually bunk with a friend and we have like in-depth discussions, kind of like what you and I have.
Yeah.
Friday, 7:30 a.m. You have to be there for announcements and prayer. Friday, 9:30 a.m. TP round. Immediately following your TP round, you're gonna get maybe 20 minutes probably. Speech rotation A. So I get to go do an impromptu speech. Immediately following that, Parley round 5. Then lunch. Then TP round 4. Then dinner. Then TP round 5. Then at 8:30, speech the A rotation. Another impromptu speech. But that's at 6:30 p.m. So we get out of there earlier on Friday, thankfully. 10 a.m. on Saturday, TP round 6. 1:45 p.m. on Saturday, Parley round 6. Let's do the math real quick. So that's 6 rounds of policy. So 6 times 80. And then 6 rounds of 45 minutes, 6 times 45. So, and divide all of that by 60. I will have spent 12 and a half hours debating.
Over the course of 3 days.
2 days.
2 days.
Like, intense debates. Half of those are on the spot.
Wow.
Now you understand why I call you after a debate tournament. I'm just like, please don't say anything intelligent. I'm going to be brain dead.
Yeah.
Because I only did TP and impromptu last year. But since this is my last year, bro, I'm just milking it. I'm going to milk it. And if I decide to add like an expository speech on nuclear energy, that means I will not have a break. Like I will be speaking, or debating. Speaking or debating. Because the other one is rotation B. And that 12 and a half hours, I mean, if I give, well, I think it's 4 speeches, we'll just say 4 times 10 about, I mean, that's like another hour's almost worth of speaking. So I'm looking at about a grand total of 13 hours of speaking in formulated, well thought out things.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fun. Don't get me wrong. I love it. But it leaves one mildly brain dead.
I can imagine.
Like it takes me about 3 days to recover.
Yeah.
So
I can imagine. And perhaps I would think differently if I were in your shoes, or perhaps I would have developed the ability to shut my brain off at that point in time.
Trust me, you kind of have to, because even in between rounds, you're going to be thinking about like, well, what did I do wrong? How did I go about this? Was that the right response? Blah, blah, blah. What did the judge think? Well, the judge's face was this. How did they react? Did I use the right form of rhetoric? When I say like your brain has to go like 4 billion ways all at once, like you have to actually get the points you need in your case.
Yeah.
And with the right amount of evidence, right? But each judge is different. So whatever you write, you just kind of have to use it as a guideline.
Yeah.
And so you have to start thinking about your rhetoric and how you approach it. And then you have cross-examination questions. So while you're thinking about your rhetoric and everything you're presenting, the angle you're going from, you're having to think that to make sure everything is consistent with that angle.
Yeah.
It's consistent with your rhetoric. You then have to think about asking questions that undermine the other
Opponents,
person,
yeah.
the other opponents, and strengthens your case. And then you have to work those in, presenting them from a professional. Then you have to, in cross-ex, you got to be real professional. And then you have to tie your professionalism
Yeah.
in with your rhetoric, and then the questions you asked and their answers, sometimes the definitions of the words they used in their answers, and you have a grand total of 8 minutes of prep time for an hour and a half long debate that you can use.
Jeez.
Yeah. And then, but that's also taking into account, you also got to remember to take notes and respond to points. And then you have to make sure all your responses follow everything that you've gotten set up. So, like, wow. Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. Does that explain to you, or make sense to you a little bit more?
Yeah.
Why I'm just like,
Yeah,
okay, brain,
I understand.
cease to exist.
I understand. Yeah. I've never personally been at a state like that, but I can understand how it would be helpful to be able to do that. So.
The
Okay.
cultish child is looking for us.
The cultish child?
Yeah. The B word.
Yes, the cultish child.
Yes. Well, next week on Regarding Everything, I will try to have the numbers on how much money and how much effort it would take to move Yellowstone National Park to Kansas.
Southeast Kansas.
Roughly.
Yeah.
And given these are highly theoretical numbers because nobody's actually stupid enough to do the math except me.
Yeah. And hopefully we'll actually be able to like keep a focus bead next time.
Well, we eventually settled into a rhythm of
Yeah.
focusing and transitioning between topics.
Yeah. So, should we try to settle a topic for next time before we cut out?
Nah,
No.
because we're not going to follow it for the whole episode.
We could at least. Yeah, you're right. It's
Yeah.
useless. We'll figure it out day of. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you everybody for listening to this insane episode of Regarding Everything.
Goodbye.